So you have dry, cracked heels, and you wonder what in the world can be done about it. You tried the egg to scrape it off, you tried all sorts of lotions, and it just keeps seeming to build back up again. Well, there are some things that you can do to help those dry, cracked heels. Number one, wear closed-toed shoes with socks as often as you can, even when you're at home. Because if you're wearing the flip-flops, if you're wearing the sandals, these sorts of things, then your feet are exposed to the external environment. And the more they're exposed to the external environment, the more they're coming into contact with things that could dry them out or irritate them or fill in the blank. But if you have a nice sock on and a shoe on, then you're going to be able to help keep some of the moisture close to your heels and help them not to be so dry and cracked. So even when you're at home, I would recommend the socks and the slippers. Now, using a daily moisturizer is pivotal. I personally like the daily moisturizers that have salicylic acid in them. There's lots of them out there. The one I tend to recommend the most is something called CeraVe SA, and they make that in a cream. Now, we'll put a little picture off to the side so you know what it looks like, and you can get it over the counter. So the reason I like salicylic acid is, one, it's available pretty easily over the counter. Two, if you're just applying it to an isolated area like your feet, it's super safe. And what it does is it just breaks down the skin gently and slowly over time. And when you get to the area where your skin isn't dry and cracked anymore, that's when we switch to other treatment methods. Now, there's other types of acid as well that work great. There's glycolic acids, there's lactic acids, these are great too. So if you have your favorite product already that has one of these acids in it and it's appropriate for your feet, go ahead and try it. If you need to try something that I've suggested, try the CeraVe SA. See how it goes. The thing with the CeraVe SA is to be consistent with it. I'd like you to put it on twice a day and then put your sock immediately over it so that the medicine doesn't stick to the floor or the carpet and not to your heels. So do it twice a day, put your sock on, and then it's going to take a period of months before your heels aren't as dry and cracked anymore. When they're not as dry and cracked anymore, I would still recommend using some salicylic acid product at least a couple of times a week, but you can probably then switch to just a great moisturizer. And CeraVe makes a cream, which is, again, over the counter, not expensive, and great to use. So when your heels aren't dry and cracked, use this regular CeraVe cream twice a day, put your socks on top of it. A couple times a week, use the CeraVe SA to keep those dry, cracked heels from building up. Now, there's other things that you should do as well. Make sure you have good fitting shoes, as you don't want excess rubbing and friction. Please make sure that your diet is appropriate. So lots of fruits, lots of veggies, lots of water, all of those sorts of things. Don't be chronically dehydrated, chronically never having a vegetable. It's not good for the body. It's not good for the soul. It's not good for the dogs. All right. And then please, if you need to, see a dermatologist if they are not able to get under control, or if you've never had dry, cracked, built up heels and all of a sudden you start developing them and you don't really know why. That you should see a dermatologist to make sure nothing else is going on. If you've had dry, cracked heels your whole life and you've been struggling with it, try these tips. If they don't work, your local dermatologist is here to help. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it valuable, please subscribe below so that you can get up-to-date content when it's released. And please share with your friends and family so that when they're going through similar things, they have the knowledge that they need.